Off for the Divisional 2 Minor Football Championship final between Crossmaglen and St Paul's of Lurgan, sponsored by Simply Fruit. Perfect day for football, and looking forward to a good game here. I'll just run through the two teams. May or may not be aware that at minor championship level the teams play 13 aside. So we'll start off with the St Paul's team. In goals there's number 1 Rory Conway, number 2 Declan McGee, 3 Kyle Cooney, 4 Luke McCure, 5 Kieran Kemp, the captain, 6 Keelan Boyle, 7 Connor Jordan, 8 Anton O'Hanlon, 9 Reece Marshall, 10 Jonathan Douglas, 12 Aaron Rogers, 14 Dara McCorry, and 21 Matthew Lowe. Crossmaglen team reads number 1 Kieran McConville, number 2 Shane Farley, 3 Daniel Cunningham, 4 Ryan Smiley, 5 Stephen Feely, 6 Callum Kieran's, 7 Aidan Rush, 8 Jimmy Kearns, 9 Peter McKeever, 11 Oisin O'Neill, 12 Ryan McKenna, 13 Michael McCabe, and 14 Paddy Stuttard. So again, a good match in progress or in prospect, and in the company with me is Brenton McCann. Brenton, your views on this one?
Well, I was just talking to John Morrison earlier on there, Tony, and he's been telling us about this prospect at number 11 for Crossmaglen, Oisin O'Neill, son of Gareth O'Neill and nephew of Oisin McConville. So he'll be one to look out for, certainly. I just believe, got word this morning there that there's been a death within the St Paul's club. Michael Heaney unfortunately has passed away. Michael, who played on the St Paul's first ever senior team and has managed various teams throughout the club's history. He's also the club's official umpire. He died on Tuesday after a short illness, so our thoughts are with the family of Michael, known as Mickey as he was, and the club of St Paul's in general. But we've a very exciting day's football ahead here, Tony, at the athletic grounds. And you're right, it's a beautiful day here. There's a bit of a wind blowing. It looks as though it's going from left to right here, so that'll have an influence on the game, on both games as they progress. And I'll just be interested to see what this young breed of talent in Crossmaglen's like, and if there's another few stars coming through.
Yeah, certainly a lot to look forward to, and a lot for the Crossmaglen team to aspire to at that senior level. So just making the final preparation here, the pitch clearing of all the officials and team support members. So shortly getting underway.
I think there's going to be a moment's silence now, actually, for the late Mickey Heaney.
And managed various teams in the club. He was also the club's official umpire, and he passed away after a short illness during the week.
I think, Tony, it's just important on a daily county final day to recognise the voluntary contribution of our referee and linesmen as well.
Of course, it's like the old saying goes, without them the games couldn't proceed, and play a very important and awful, more often than not, thankless task. So without them we certainly couldn't have a game, Brendan.
So Kieran Murphy is the referee today. He's from Portmore. Alan Taylor is on the line from Middletown, and he's accompanied by Patrick O'Neill from Greenmore. So as per everyone who works in the background here, to make a daily county final day the great entertaining day it is for families and communities throughout the county. We applaud the referee and linesmen who give us great service throughout the year.
So it'll be interesting to see with 13 aside, does that create more space? Obviously you would think it would, but let's just see how the game progresses. St Paul's had a bit of a scare in the semi-final. I know they led St Peter's at 9 points at one stage, but St Peter's clawed back that lead and took a very late rally and salvo from St Paul's to see the game out.
It's great to see St Paul's here today in the final, especially given that their seniors lost out in the intermediate semi-final replay last weekend.
Yes, and many would argue we're unlucky to do so. They pushed Turnout all the way for 2 games in the first game as well. So off we go. And it's Crossmaglen look likely to win possession. It's Aidan Rush.
Ryan Smiley there.
Ryan Smiley on the ball, and that's cut out by Reece Marshall. Oisin O'Neill. Jamie Kearns. Is that the first score of the game? It is indeed. So Jamie Kearns finds a target, and Crossmaglen's first attack proving productive with the opening score.
25 seconds on the clock, and Cross worked it up from their own half there, and coolly took the score at the end of the day against the strong breeze here at the Athletic Ground.
So psychological blow to get the first score against the wind. And that's Rory Conway with the kick out. St Paul's will want to respond to that fairly quickly, I would have thought.
That's a fine catch there in the middle.
And St Paul's moving forward now. There's Kieran Camp, the captain, pushing it in, and has Kieran equalised? No, straight into the keeper's hands. Just a wee bit short there, but good forage forward. And that's Jimmy Kearns again.
Always important for a goalkeeper to get a good, strong touch in the ball earlier on in the game like this.
Confidence. I see Aidan Rush forward.
That's Stoddard there, plays it in
to Michael McCabe. And McCabe, was that a foul by the keeper?
It's a strong foul there by Rory Conway, and a penalty given so early on.
Not the start St Paul's would have wanted, but the move left him 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, and I suppose Rory Conway had little other option, but because had he gone round him, it would have been a certain goal.
Didn't see if the referee has given a yellow card there at all yet now. It doesn't look like it. Oh, it's not a penalty now. The referee's just signalled it's a free. I thought it was a bit
far out, but it was very confusing when the arms were spread. But I thought myself it just was a wee bit far out for a penalty award.
A wee bit of consultation there maybe with his umpires just to make sure he was making the right decision. But he did signal the penalty.
He certainly did, yeah. And
so now the keeper is going to receive a word from the referee, and it could be the first yellow card of the game. Bit of a consultation there, one-way chat.
It looks like Oisin O'Neill, the man with the famous father and uncle, is going to be taking the free.
So Rory Conway will have to be in his best behaviour now for the rest of the game.
Yes,
happening so early on.
You don't want to be picking up cards at all, but it does sort of restrict your game slightly when that happens. But again, what do we know? Critical period of play if he got round the keeper, because it would have resulted almost certainly in a goal.
And we're noting there's, in addition to the Crossmaglen Rangers substitute bench, there's a number 31, Jamie McAvoy, who will be available to come on as well.
So you would expect O'Neill to make this 2-0, which he duly does. So a good start for Crossmaglen, leading by 2-0. And I think that's both attacks they've had have resulted in scores.
2 out of 2 is not a bad start in any championship final. Normally, especially at this age bracket, you see a lot of nerves amongst the young lads. But Cross seem to be well acclimatised to this situation at this early stage of the game.
They have plenty of advice in that direction of how to handle big games from their senior players.
That's for sure.
Crossmaglen again in possession, and it's Oisin O'Neill again. And that's St Paul's number 7 down.
Conor Jordan there requiring a wee bit of attention at this stage, so the referee rightly blew things up to allow that to occur. But it could be a long, hard struggle if St Paul's don't get a foothold in the game within the next number of minutes.
Yes, indeed. As I said, they are playing with the advantage of the wind, and 2 points behind us. It's not a situation they'll want to see deteriorating from their point of view. That's Aidan Rush with a short free kick.
Feely on the ball there now. Gets rid of it.
That's Jimmy Kearns.
over carrying, so an opportunity now for St. Paul's to get the ball in quickly.
Reece Marshall with a quick free kick, but again it's Aaron Rodgers. This is good play. He can create the space. Oh, poor finish. Poor finish by Jonathan Douglas.
Was that touched on the ground? The referee decides that it wasn't. And Crossmaglen moving forward now, just inside their own 45 on the far side of the pitch here at the athletic grounds.
Still not a great tempo to the matches yet, Brenton, but there's plenty of time.
Now Daniel Cunningham has it.
Under pressure from Reece Marshall.
Strong challenges there. Again.
Yeah. Seeing plenty of the ball, O'Sheen.
So just for possession of the corner, but the ball wins on that occasion. There'll be a line out the ball in the corner there for the St. Paul's men.
And Kyle Cooney to take.
So we've already had 5.5 minutes and Crossmaglen 2 points to good.
So Kyle Cooney down. Looking for Anton O'Hanlon, but it looks like Crossmaglen are going to win possession again.
Sometimes you think that the ball sticks to the black and amber for some reason, so maybe we should all be wearing it.
That's Michael McCabe. And it looks like another free kick, an opportunity for Oisin O'Neill to extend Crossmaglen's lead. Not an easy one this, but no problem for the man with the famous father and uncle. It's 3 points to 0, Crossmaglen lead. 2 of those coming from frees from O'Neill and the other from Jimmy Kearns. So it's looking like a good weekend for Crossmaglen, both seniors and minors at the athletic grounds, Brenton, at the moment.
At this stage of the game, that's certainly the case, Tony, but we'll wait and see what happens in the remaining minutes of this half. A wee goal for St. Paul's could soon turn it around.
So St. Paul's had a chance to build again. That's the captain, Kieran Kemp, turns inside. Found Dara McCorry. Aaron Rodgers.
Good block in there, but St. Paul's have it again.
St. Paul's having to work very hard for an opening opportunity. This is Reece Marshall. Again, fairly wasteful. That just a more or less hit and hope. It was neither a shot nor a pass, but...
And what was notable there, Tony, was that there was a free man. He'd made a great run inside, and it was a great run there by Aaron Rodgers. Found himself in space. If he'd received the pass, he was through in goal. But a poor selection there by the St. Paul's team. Just a point of note for the county senior and Division 1 minor final on the 20th of October. It's an all South Armagh day out here in the athletic grounds. Drummond T play Silverbridge in the minors, and Crossmaglen play last night's winner St. Patrick's in the semi-final.
And that's a free kick to St. Paul's, which may well present them with their first opportunity to make the scoreboard operator work. And it looks like Reece Marshall's going to hit this one. Really need a score here. So Marshall now attempting to open the scoring for St. Paul's. And that's good. That's St. Paul's first score of the game. Reduces the deficit to 2 points. It's Crossmaglen 3 points, St. Paul's 1. So hopefully that will settle the nerves for St. Paul's. First score always a help.
That'll certainly help the Lurgan boys settle down, maybe get into a better rhythm here, which has been missing from their first 9 minutes of this performance.
It's Matthew Lowe. Matthew misses it and falls to Crossmaglen again. Oisin O'Neill seeing a lot of the ball in these opening minutes.
Doing well, steers it into the corner. Almost looks like Kyle Carher there whenever you see the ginger hair in the corner.
Stuttered. And this is going to be Oisin O'Neill with the sideline kick. This would be an audacious attempt for a point from that distance, but who knows? Elects to hit it short. Takes a return pass from Aidan Rush, trying to make the space. Back to Rush. And Rush hits a post, so good move, not far away, Brenton.
It's very noticeable that everything that Crossmaglen are trying comes through Oisin O'Neill.
Yeah, they seem to have just a little bit more composure at the moment, and as you say, quite rightly, O'Neill's a playmaker.
But St. Paul's hanging in there.
Yep.
3 points to 1 down.
So it's Conway with a kick out again. That's Rush going for it. This time Reece Marshall takes possession. Reece, who played last week against Turnernogue in the senior semi-final replay, but loses out to Rush.
Looked to be a bit stationary there, the Crossmaglen man, but they're able to work it up down through now Kieran.
Stuttered.
Yeah.
And Stuttard gets away from his man. Passes it in to Jamie Kearns again. So Jamie, with his second point of the game, makes it 4 points to 1 for Crossmaglen.
We've had 10.5 minutes of action now, and Jimmy Kieran certainly settling in well with a couple of scores there.
Yeah, certainly the most Crossmaglen looking more composed at the moment, and big task for St. Paul's, particularly playing with the wind here and not really taking advantage of it at the moment.
But you can see fluidity there in the Crossmaglen play. Very much, again, building that attack up and a very confident finish. But referee,
this looks like a
Kieran Murphy,
Marshall
is issuing a second card. Oh, is it a double yellow? No, it's not. It's just a yellow for Marshall. 2 yellows in the early minutes for St. Paul's.
Yeah, again, doesn't bode well.
Need to keep their discipline here.
So Conway with a kick out, and O'Neill wins that again, but picked up this time by Anthony O'Hanlon.
That's the first time in a number of minutes that actually St. Paul's have won the break ball in there. Crossmaglen have been dominating that area of the game in this first period.
And win the free kick, and it's going to be Marshall again who scored St. Paul's only score of the game to date. And that was a poor free kick. Oh, and
poor kick. Will it work out? No, Crossmaglen able to stay there clear.
So that was a poor effort by Marshall again. So this takes it. O'Neill again, always there for the out ball, but that ball was out of play according to the linesman. So he carried the ball out of play. So
he's disappointed with that decision now by the linesman.
So Anthony O'Hanlon for St. Paul's.
You're saying that Reece Marshall had been playing last week, Tony. Obviously, it'd be difficult enough to get yourself up then for a new challenge this week. After.
Yes, what happens at that Brent in the final? So this is going to be it's another opportunity for St. Paul's from a fairly close range free. Yeah, no, but for a final you would think, you know. But again, it's easy for us to say. So it's going to be Aaron Rodgers this time to reduce the deficit to 2, which he duly does, fairly routine effort. So 4 points to 2 for Crossmaglen.
And no points from play yet for St. Paul's.
So you could say, Brent, I think Crossmaglen generally in control, no great panics as yet.
Well, the game will be going at this stage just as the management team would have wanted it. And you can see down below us here that both Kieran Donnelly and Neil Hughes are both very comfortable as they walk up and down the line, which is certainly the image they'd want to portray anyway to their charges out on the pitch.
That's Potty Stuttard. Again, a bit of a wayward pass, doesn't find the intended target, which was O'Neill, so it's going to be a line ball to St. Paul's, to be taken by Conor Jordan. And that's well won. An opportunity here for St. Paul's. And that's the first score from play for St. Paul's.
That's much better play there. And Darren McCorry is score. So
good patch of play there. Good, short free kick, and moved forward to McCorry well and turned and took a score very well. So hopefully, or maybe that'll give St. Paul's a little bit of encouragement.
Games can change very quickly at this level. So 2 scores in a row there will certainly,
and there's only a point in it,
give them all the encouragement they need to get back into this game. And they're warming up a couple of substitutes down at the far end of the pitch there as well. I see Dara Duffy and Dara Hockey both going out.
Crossmaglen moving forward. And free to be taken by Jimmy Kearns. And so O'Neill again. And Micheál McCabe. Keep trying to create a scoring opportunity. And good effort, but just wide.
Showed plenty of experience, though, just taking his time to create the opportunity, not blasting at the first opportunity. He made a bit of space for himself, but shot going just wide on that occasion.
Some good passes of play, more so from Crossmaglen than St Paul's, but good standard, and say everything up for grabs as yet. Certainly only a point in. Crossmaglen 4 points, St Paul's 3. This is Reese Marshall going. Looks as if he's picked up an injury there, but it's picked up by Declan McGee. Against St Paul's forward sometimes seem very... So Crossmaglen on the attack again. And this is a clear chance here. O'Neill passes it in. Oh! Glorious opportunity for a goal there, but O'Neill might have taken that opportunity himself, but elected to pass.
So St Paul's, Marshall back on his feet, making his way through a couple of challenges there is Marshall. That's strong play. Can he indeed bring the game level here? He's going right through and he puts the ball. He went for goal and it just went to the left of the post and wide. Crossmaglen's management team unhappy with how easily he was able to go through their rear guard.
Reese has a very promising career in another code as a defender, and he perhaps showed there why he is a defender in that code, but hard luck all the same. It was a good run through, deserved a better finish.
And now the referee's having a word with the Crossmaglen number 14, Paddy Studdard, and looks as though he could maybe receive a yellow card as well. Didn't see what happened there. Was it a tackle as Reese Marshall made his way through there? But the yellow card has been issued. Third yellow card. It's not a dirty game, but we've had 3 yellow cards in the opening 16 minutes.
Reese, he's not the most powerfully built physique wise, but has taken a lot of hits in the early part of the game, but still motoring on, and wasn't too far off target there. So it's Tiernan McConville with a kick out. Asant O'Hanlon going up, but it looks like once again it was a pick up, so it's going to be a free kick to Crossmaglen. And that's Jimmy Kearns again, who's like O'Neill's been prominent in the early stages. That's Paddy Studdard.
Plenty of space to work with there, yeah.
Moves it out to Jimmy Kearns. And Kearns, has that got the... Yes, he's got the range indeed. So it's another point. That's Jimmy's third of the game and extends Crossmaglen's lead to 2 points, 5 points to 3.
Jimmy Kearns certainly one of the impressive performers in the opening period here. He looks very cool in possession, and he's got an eye for a score as well.
Yeah, you can notice the composure of the Crossmaglen team. They seem to take more time on the ball, and they seem to have more space and find a man. But St Paul's hanging in, and certainly the outcome far from decided it yet.
They may be forced to make a substitute here. I can see that number 20, Dara Haughey, looks to be almost prepared to come in. Just not quite ready yet, but he's certainly on the sideline there, so we'll wait and see how that.
Yep. So Rory Conway with a kick out, and that's Aidan Rush, who's won plenty of ball in the middle of the field. In for Micheál McCabe. Oh, that's a critical goal. That could be a very telling goal for Crossmaglen. Again, a simple enough move.
Crossmaglen fans on their feet there as Paddy Studdard blasted that one past the keeper. Rory Conway certainly had no chance to stop that one.
So 1-5 to 3 points. 5 point lead and playing against the wind. It's looking ominous now, I think, for St Paul's, Brenton.
It's certainly looking good for Crossmaglen, that's for sure. 5 points clear. We'll just have to see if St Paul's can get their firepower moving in the right direction here up in the forward line.
So Neil winning again. And fending off the challenge, and the referee awards the free. He might have allowed advantage there, but again it's another eminently scoreable opportunity here for O'Neill.
And there's actually 6 of the Crossmaglen players from today in the under-16 county development academy squad at the minute, and it's reckoned to be the best underage cross team in a number of years, so they're certainly showing that with their abilities in this opening 20-minute period. Certainly
the evidence to date would tend to corroborate that proposal.
There's no call for language like that, Tony.
So Chancellor O'Shea to score his 3rd point.
Doing that in audacious earlier on. I hadn't recovered from that one yet.
And Ocean does indeed score his third point of the game, so makes the score 1-6 to 3 points and gives Crossmaglen a 6-point lead.
So any of Oisin's scores have been from frees. 3 frees he's got so far in this game.
So it's Paddy Studdard with a goal and 3 points apiece for Oisin O'Neill and Jimmy Kearns have contributed to the total Crossmaglen score. I'll see it in rush. Crossmaglen really starting to dominate, Brenton.
You can just see even maybe the St. Paul's heads just begin to drop, just thinking to themselves, this is going to be a long, hard day for us at the office.
They really need something major and fast, I would suggest.
Well, it's still possible, still very possible for them, and now they've an opportunity to force the play. The ball's played quickly into the half-forward line there.
That's Jonathan Douglas. And holding off the challenge, moving forward.
At pace.
Threatening to go it alone. And
strong chance here. Is this definitely a penalty? It certainly looks that way.
Yeah.
It was a great run by Jonathan Douglas there. He showed plenty of initiative.
Taking too much out of it, but didn't get the opportunity to score. But certainly a penalty kick and a goal from this penalty kick is very much what St. Paul's need at the moment.
And Ryan Smiley having a wee word now with the referee. He could yet be the 4th recipient of a yellow card here.
It looks like Reece Marshall who's got hold of the ball, is going to.
Sorry, it could actually be Stephen Feely there. Actually, I'm getting my numbers mixed up in the programme here with it being 13 aside.
But it's definitely Reece Marshall going to, and he will hopefully transfer his skills from the other code. You would think, Brenton, that definitely this is crucial that St. Paul's score a major from this one.
I think so. I think this is going to be a critical kick for the remainder of the game. A goal here, St. Paul's are back in it. A save by Tiernan McConville, and Crossmaglen will be able to consolidate their position even more.
It's psychological really as well, isn't it?
Sure is. Big moment in the game here, Tony, as you say. We've had 21 and a half minutes.
So Marshall stepping up.
Referee just make sure everyone's outside the circle.
Now big pressure on Marshall for this one. Steps up and finds the net, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and that's exactly what St. Paul's needed. Reduces the deficit to 3 points. It's Crossmaglen 1-6, St. Paul's 1-3, and that's what St. Paul's needed in the game. Really need Brenton.
It's a really big score in the context of the game, Tony. Hopefully that they can build upon that. But even though there's a delay between the decision and the kick taking place, Reece Marshall did really well in putting that kick away. He really looked cool whenever he was dispatching it to the bottom corner of the goal there.
So, Tiernan McConville with a kick out. Now maybe give St. Paul's just a little bit of extra win as they try to reduce the deficit as we come up to half time. That's Daniel Cunningham. But wayward free kick. And this is McCorry racing for it.
Can he keep it in down the end line there?
Farley has won the ball.
45 the decision.
So again, another opportunity to reduce the deficit.
A strong 10 minutes here, strong conclusion to the first half will give St. Paul's every encouragement and something to play for in the second half indeed. A wee lead going in would give them something to cling on to.
Wee bit like Crossmaglen senior team the other night in the last 10 minutes of the first half. They conceded a penalty and a couple of points in succession, which changed the face of the game for a short while anyway. So it's Marshall again with the 45. Will he drop this in or will he try for a point? That looks wide. Yeah.
Those are the types of scores or types of chances that you need to be converted there. And I can see St. Paul's number 5 and captain Kieran Kemp just giving a wee bit of encouragement to Reece Marshall after missing that scoring opportunity.
There wasn't much conviction there really. Sure there wasn't, you know, the run up, etc.
He didn't inspire me with confidence at all there, Tony, so and that proved to be the case with the kick going harmlessly wide for Crossmaglen, who'll be very comfortable with that.
This is Alan O'Neill picking up Tiernan McConville's kick out, but wrestled off the ball by St. Paul's.
Good work again there by St. Paul's, winning the ball back. They weren't winning those sorts of opportunities earlier on this game, and now they're on the move again.
From Douglas. And that's
St. Paul's number 12 there, kicking
Aaron
over
Rodgers,
Aaron Rodgers with his second score of the game.
Yep. So again reduces the deficit to 2, and a fairly good comeback by St. Paul's, because when Crossmaglen scored that goal they were trailing by 6 and could easily have dropped the heads, but they've rallied fairly well.
Fair play. That's what you want to see. You want to see a wee bit of resilience in any team after they concede a goal, and St Paul's have shown bounce back ability there and getting themselves right back into this game.
So McConville with a kick out, and breaking ball breaks for Crossmaglen. Moving forward.
Oh, they're on the move again here by the looks of it.
And that's a foul, surely. Yes, it was pulled back, but no, the referee's blown. The referee's blown for the free, surely.
I think he allowed play to continue there. He signalled play on, and Crossmaglen certainly have taken that opportunity. They've got a score there and increased their lead to 3 again, and we're just going to see a substitute down below us here. And this time it's number 19 for Crossmaglen. That's Johnny McKeever, and he's just about to enter the game. We're going to see who he's going to come on for.
Ryan Smiley with a point there.
Ryan Smiley scored. Waiting to see who's coming off. Is still waiting to identify who that person will be. Oh, and a yellow card there.
It's McKenna, is it? Or you see it?
So Ryan McKenna being called ashore there.
Not particularly happy with the decision by the looks of things, but Crossmaglen above everyone else. There's a squad game.
And here they go again on the move.
Flying through, and it's O'Neill. Oh!
A gilt-edged opportunity, and it was Johnny McKeever's first touch. Found himself right in front of the post.
Father Rory Coyle almost had a heart attack watching in the stand at the miss, but probably good for the game. Was missed all the same, Brendan.
Sure.
No, because he stuttered. Make sure he was in the cross list of subs. Continue to. Sounds like a Dutchman.
So Rory Conway with a kick out. And St Paul's, but again the Crossmaglen man first to the ball.
Well gathered in there by Crossmaglen's number 70 in rush.
Has had a good half, hasn't got on the scoreboard, but has been pivotally involved in a lot of the Crossmaglen attacks and ball winning.
Oh, they're on the way again here. Oh, the ball just evaded the attacker at the critical moment there.
Oh, it's
not over yet though.
Sometimes St Paul's defending doesn't inspire confidence, but ball breaking out to Stuttard. And St Paul's again labouring to get the ball clear.
Now they do have the ball in a bit of space. There's a bit of a tug there, but referee's just going to allow a bit of treatment for young Paddy Stuttard there. There was another yellow card issue to St Paul's there, but I didn't quite see who it was.
Quite a lot of yellow cards, but you couldn't really say it's been a dirty game. It's been played fairly more just niggly tackles, but
could have been Kieran Kemp, the captain, got the yellow card, but we'll try to confirm that at the break, and we're moving very quickly towards that at this time.
Still a good game, Bratton, and still very much the outcome in doubt, although Crossmaglen have clearly had the better of the first half, and St Paul's have hung in there, but just maybe need to up the game just a wee bit to try and put Crossmaglen under more pressure and get their noses in front.
And getting ahead would be inspirational for St Paul's at this time.
Certainly be a major morale booster.
Remember, get in touch with us on Twitter and let us know where you're watching this game today, or contact us on the stream. There's a link below where you can leave your comments. Let us know where you're watching this game today, and indeed the fascinating intermediate final that we have later on this afternoon, coming to you live from Armagh TV at 4 o'clock between Tiernanog and Madden, as both sides aim to create history to win the Addy Hurdy Cup for the 4th time.
And as recently as 15 years ago, Model were contesting the senior final, so good pedigree with both clubs. Should be a good game, fairly evenly matched. And Stuttgart seems to have incurred a fairly serious injury given the length of treatment, but hopefully okay now.
Time's ticking away. We're actually just about to enter the final minute of this half, and you can see that physically being indicated by the referee and linesman consultant there. The linesman will now make his way to the 4th official, and we'll know just in a minute or two's time how many minutes will be added on. And there's a salute of 2 fingers which has just been given there, so that looks like 2 minutes of additional time.
One of those rude salutes. So it's going to be a free kick for St Paul's. Perhaps an opportunity to get the last score of the half. Reece Marshall. Long ball down looking for McCorry. Will the bounce beat the defender? It will indeed. And McCorry takes possession, but again can't work his way past the last defender. This is O'Neill again.
Intelligent crossfield ball there by the Crossmaglen defender, number 6.
Very rarely waste any possession, and it's Jamie Kearns in possession now. I think that's Micheál McCabe. Crossmaglen working up for another score.
Oh, they're on the move here.
And that's going to be a foul, yes. So an opportunity for Cross at the death of the first half to increase the lead to 4.
Yeah, we're into that 2 minutes of injury time now, so Crossmaglen be no rush to take this kick. They'll lob it over the bar and try to win possession again and just hold their advantage as it is now as half-time nears here at the Athletic Grounds.
And that they've done. And that increases the lead to 4 points. Crossmaglen 1-8, St Paul's 1-4.
Who got that one, Tony?
I think it possibly could have been Micheál McCabe. I'm not sure, Brenton, but
Okay. There's a substitute now, McKeever. Now with McCabe.
And is that good?
It looks good from here.
It certainly is.
The umpires agree.
Not really what St Paul's wanted, conceding 8 points after they'd done so well to reduce the lead, but now trailed by 5.
Back to a 5 points game, and Crossmaglen will certainly go in the happier of the two teams at the break, knowing that they've got the advantage of the breeze for the second half.
Big task ahead for St Paul's now. And that's Jimmy Kearns battling Reece Marshall.
Marshall just looks as though he's beginning to get a wee bit frustrated there.
And this is O'Neill again bursting through.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Brilliant goal. Absolutely brilliant goal. And could be possibly the goal that wins the game, Brenton.
Oh, that's a clinical finish, an excellent finish. And that'll
disastrous end of the half for St Paul's. Crossmaglen leading by 2-9 to 1-4. That's 15-7, so 8 point lead. And it's really a very, very poor ending to the half for St Paul's.
That just could be the final nail for St Paul's, just as half time nears. I'm expecting the referee to blow his whistle any time now, but St Paul's want to get a late score themselves to try to give them just a spark of hope.
That's Aaron Rodgers. Out to Keelan Boyle.
What a strong play.
That's McCorry.
Get it back, get it back.
Pack defence, but manages, I think, yes, to get it over the bar. Good response by McCorry, but again, St Paul's have conceded a lot of scores in the last couple of minutes, but that reduces the deficit to 7 points, 2-9 to 1-5.
You can see plenty of potential in some of these players in the Crossmaglen lineup. They've been outstanding in the first half. The likes of Jamie Kearns there, Aidan Rush as well, even though he hasn't got the scoreboard, has done exceedingly well in midfield.
And that's the half-time whistle is gone, and it's Crossmaglen leading by 2-9 to 1-5. So Brenton, I think clearly Crossmaglen have been the better team in the first half, but do they really deserve to be so far in front? Or
I think they've really controlled things in that opening period, Tony. It's been a very calculated, controlled performance from the first moment to the last there in that opening period. Some really, really strong players, Aidan Rush and Jamie Kearns. Boston, things really in the middle of the park in terms of whenever they get the ball in their hands, they're electing to play intelligent passes to their colleagues in the forward line. And we've noted prior to the game the likes of Oisin O'Neill, who's been superb, and that late goal really clarifies that. I think he ended up with 1-3 in that first half. But also you have to look at the likes of Paddy Stoddard there, who had a great first half as well. Plenty of good action from him in the opening period, and Crossmaglen have built up an exceptionally healthy lead playing against that breeze, and it would be difficult to see past them.
Yeah, you very much fear for St Paul's in the second half. It's going to take a monumental effort to stay in the game, but who knows, stranger things have happened. But as you say, you would have to expect Crossmaglen just to see the game out at this stage. Well,
it's been really intriguing and really interesting, and an excellent curtain raiser for the big game coming up this afternoon, the Tiernanog-Madden encounter. What's your thoughts on that one, Tony, just before we go to our half-time interval here?
Well, again, I think it's an intriguing clash. Brenton, Tiernanog unbeaten all season in the league and championship, but if any team can put an end to that particular record, I think Madden are that team. So great game in prospect, and really anybody's game, I think.
Yeah, it's a big game in prospect. Tiernanog have a great reliance on two scores in particular, and that's Paul Carvin and Brian Mallon, who have got about 65-66% of their scores in the championship to date. If Madden can counteract that, and we know that Madden's style will be, they're going to press high up the pitch, and they're going to filter back their half forwards in their midfield to assist their defence whenever Tiernanog are pressing forward. So Tiernanog are going to have to crack that one. But I suppose that's been a feature of the Tiernanog team this season, in that they've been given many challenges. I think back even as close to last Sunday, whenever St Paul's went at 2 points clear with about 10 minutes, 12 minutes to go, and they found a response to that.
Yeah, I think resilience has been their middle name this year, and the ability to stick there and get the job done. So again, like a fascinating contrast of styles, but really looking forward to it. And as I said, in my view, it's 50-50.
50-50. Well, we'll look forward to that. We've plenty more ahead in the minutes as we approach that game. We've the second half of this intriguing contest between Crossmaglen Rangers and St Paul's coming as well. And we'll leave you now here on Armagh TV for a short half-time break. We'll be right back with the second half of this Division 2 minor final from the Athletic Grounds in Armagh.
Not now, just outside of here.
Program. A number of shops are open to the rear of the stand. They're situated behind sections 101, 102 and 108, 109. Tan na siopi foscailse chul chastain, tá solas siad ahan cimil tíal bantu.